I would have left my head at home if he wanted to touch to my body. Okay, y'all, we are in business. I actually just fully started this video without an intro. Rude. But what I meant to say was good morning and happy Sunday. I'm Jacoby or Kobe, whichever one you prefer. And you are watching a girl in her 20s just trying to make it into her 30s with her sanity and her sense of self. I did not do a formal intro for this video or the first few videos because I'm new to this, not true to this, but I did make a full intro video that you should go check out if you want to learn more about me and what this channel is about. But essentially, I'm just a girl who's kind of obsessed with herself and talks to herself a lot anyway about how little time I have to do the mountains of things I need to do on a day-to-day basis, and decided, hey, why not talk to a camera instead and really see where all my time goes, since there never seems to be enough of it? So if any of that resonates with you, or if you're just interested in seeing how I make it enough, feel free to keep watching and check out my other videos that, when I get my head on straight, will be posted on Mondays. And with that, we will get back to our regularly scheduled program. I actually just left Walmart. I had to get quite a few things out of there. I spent almost $100 and I did not expect to spend that, but hey, it was all stuff that I needed. Almost all stuff that I needed, but I got a lot of stuff that I needed. But one of the most important things I got was an SD card, because I ordered an SD card that was supposed to come in today when I, expected to start like filming and kind of documenting everything. But it's not gonna come in until between 4 and 7 o'clock this afternoon, and by the time I ain't gonna be doing nothing else. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I might be meal prepping at that time, but other than that, I plan to be chilling because I've already had not the best weekend, but you know what? We're gonna make it enough. Make the best of it. So now I'm leaving Walmart. I'll probably show y'all some of the stuff that I got when I get home from Walmart, but I'm finna head to Bath and Body Works to get some hand soap and some hand sanitizer because they are on sale, and I will get back with you all later if I haven't burnt up and melted and floated away, because it is almost 100 degrees right now. I'm looking at my thermostat. It says 95. It feels like 105 in it because we've been in a heat advisory for the past week, and it's just not been cute. But you know what? We gon' go through. We in the South during the summertime, and that's what you can expect to be around here. If you're a hot girl, you the hot. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we'll check back with you guys later. Okay, so after I left Walmart and fueled up, I headed over to Bath and Body Works to hit up their clean hand sale because I was in dire need of some hand soap, and I also decided to grab a couple hand sanitizers while I was there. One of my friends actually met me here, and then we went over to Rock and Roll Sushi for Sushi Sunday. Hey, Jamaica. And I had me a little drink and got my sushi fix before heading off to finish my errands. I headed over to Kroger first, my first grocery store. I usually go to 2 grocery stores, this one and a local grocery store, to get my meat and produce, but I did like the way that the salmon and these cute little cucumbers looked at Kroger. And then I headed to the store that shall not be named to get some cute pie mayo before heading home to put up my groceries and get started with my meal prepping. Here you all will just see me putting up the rest of my groceries that I got that I didn't get to record this week. For my meal prep for dinner, I will be doing baked chicken breasts with bell peppers, onions, and that cream of chicken soup that you all saw me get. And for lunch, I will be doing some cucumber sushi boats, which is why I got those mini cucumbers from Kroger, the salmon, and the cute pie mayo. And then you also see a couple other things I got, like those Chobani yogurt drinks and the Milo lemonade, which I love. And then after that, I put my grocery bag up on top of my fridge and took a seat before I started slicing up this watermelon that I got from my boss. Let me know how you all cut your watermelons. Usually I cube them up like this and then scoop them into a bag. I know some people use like a melon baller or something, but I find this is the easiest for me. And look who decided to join the party, my SD card. So typically my Sunday will be primarily consisted of meal prepping, but as you can see, or rather will see here in a moment, there were much more pressing matters to attend to. I think I had a very busy week the week before this, and you're looking at an outward manifestation of all the things that were going on in my head. spoiler alert, I did not get to meal prepping today, which was initially the plan, to do my cleaning and then end up meal prepping, but I think it was probably like 10, 11 o'clock by the time I even finished doing all of this cleaning. So yeah, it just wasn't enough time, as as we've talked about. It just wasn't enough time to do all that in one day, but I had to choose my battles. Sometimes things can pile up on you when you're busy and trying to keep something else from falling apart, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't fill all your cups at the same time. Some will end up being empty, some will end up being overflowed sometimes, but you just gotta do what you gotta do. I'll end up moving my meal prep to Monday and meal prepping after I get home from the gym, but yeah, just doing what I gotta do here, because I could not go into the week with my place looking like this. It was just gonna stress me out and set me up for failure, and I was not gonna set myself up for failure. So yeah, enjoy this little montage of me cleaning. Now it's time for my least favorite chore, and to kick it into homemaker mode because it is getting late. I know y'all see the apron. Time to lock in and get it done because your girl is ready to get into bed. Good morning. I just made it to work. It is 8:14, almost 8:15. Not great starting off, but you know what? It's okay because we're gonna do better. I really would have been on time today, but I just couldn't get out of bed. You know, as it's been the case for quite some time now. I'm not an early morning person by any stretch of the imagination. Unless it's Saturday and I'm going to the farmer's market, then I will get up. But otherwise, I don't know why I just can't make myself get up. Well, I can. Let's not say can't. I can do it. It's been very, very challenging for me. I still gotta pack my lunchbox. I still gotta pack my gym bag, which is what really be making me late. But it's 8:15. I just got to work, so I'm gonna go in here, get it on. Might check back in with y'all about lunchtime, and yeah. So I'll see y'all later. Let me go and get inside because I'm already late. Okay, so I'm heading home for my lunch. An ideal day and an ideal where I would be heading home for my lunch right now, but I didn't get the meal prep yesterday because I was up till like 11 o'clock last night cleaning and, you know, doing all of that, you know, because it looked like a tornado had run through my place, and it was necessary, you know, picking and choosing your battles. That's how we make it through. So yesterday I chose to do my cleaning because if my place looking a mess, it was just gonna set up my whole week for failure, and I was not gonna set myself up for failure. For lunch, I ended up using these leftover salad fixings and some salmon to make this delicious salmon salad that I ended up eating at my desk and finishing out my work day before I headed to the gym for my core and upper body day, which I usually do twice a week. And then after that, I ended up heading home to start working on my dinner. Usually I would have meal prepped because by the time I get home, it's usually 8 o'clock, meaning that if I cook, I'm usually not finishing till like 9 or 10. Not able to get in the bed until really late. But I did still take some time to play my game this night and relax before I went to bed. So Tuesday morning, we were off to a pretty good start. I woke up a little bit earlier, as you can see. Probably the time I need to be getting up anyway. Usually I'm not getting up until almost 7 o'clock, leaving myself less than an hour to get ready for work and get there. So like I said, it started off promising, but then I got cocky and decided to cook and eat my breakfast at home instead of taking it to the office with me, which is what I usually would have done, and probably would have put me at work early today, but I did end up making myself a little bit late. Not as late as I was, but still a little bit late nonetheless. But I was still the first one to get to work. You see me unlocking the door, so hey, I'll take that as a win. And I made it to the gym afterward, which is also a win. Wednesday morning, you guessed it, I overslept again, but I did still take the time to make my bed that morning before I headed off to work. I also somehow found the time to stop and get myself some breakfast. And it's funny because I did not used to be a breakfast person at all, but now I just need to function. Like, I can't go without having breakfast. Because I gotta feed these muscles. I have been in the gym consistently for a little bit over 2 years now, and it's still always so cool for me to be able to watch my muscles work because I am not used to that. Believe it or not, Thursday morning was actually off to a very good start. I got myself together and got to work, but then I would have left my head at home if it wasn't attached to my body. Not that it's doing me any good. It's not working. It's not working. So I'm back in my car because not only did I forget my wallet and my AirPods, I also left my lunchbox that I packed and sat next to my stuff at the door, and somehow I find a way to still leave. Right about Thursday is when I realized that I hadn't showed you all my lunch for the week, which ended up being these cucumber sushi boats. Definitely a fan favorite. We'll be doing this again. They were so good. Today is also sesh 4 of 5 for the week, also known as my second leg day. I started off with some hip mobility exercises and stretches before I did some hip thrusters you'll see in a minute. And I'm not a fitness creator by any stretch of the imagination and do not intend to do that. But if y'all are interested in hearing more about my fitness journey, then let me know. Okay, we are approaching the end of the week. I'm actually up now packing for our family reunion, and I'm leaving for tomorrow. So this week is a little bit different than what a typical week would look like for me, but I did still want to start filming and everything this week because I'm like, if ain't nothing to it but to do it. And I remember when I was in elementary school, this is like a little outside story. When I was in elementary school, I was in a Christmas play. And my line in that movie was, not in the movie, Lord. My line in that play was, why do today what you can put off till tomorrow? I was the lazy elf. It was another person that got to be the one to say, no, why put off till tomorrow what you could do today? So that's what I'm living with and going with today. I decided like, hey, might as well go. I say I'm gonna start it now, and I'm gonna do what needs to be done. So I just have to go ahead and start filming this week. But like I said, it's gonna be a little bit of a different week for me since I'm gonna be leaving for a family reunion in the morning. But just kind of reflecting on the week. This has been my first week filming, and like I said, I want to be as transparent as I can with you all, with about kind of how I'm feeling like with my journey with this and just my journey with life in general. But it's definitely been strange. Like, it feels very weird to start carrying a camera around and just like recording the stuff that you're doing and recording your life. And, especially for me as somebody who is, historically very reserved, like very much in the, in the shadows, very much fly on the wall, very much like I'm just getting by, like not wanting to bring attention to myself or anything like that. So it's definitely been very different for me to do that. Like that first day that I was filming in Bath and Body Works, like I was so nervous. Like it was this one employee that like kind of walked up beside me. I felt like she probably thought I was stealing. I wasn't stealing. I was just trying to work up the courage to record myself picking up picking up soap, the little soap bottles, like put in my vlog to say, hey, look at me, look what I'm doing. And I'm still kind of trying to figure out like what my recording style is gonna be. I feel like it primarily will be like me talking to you all. Like, I want to talk to y'all. I feel like that's really what's the most important. Like, y'all don't really care what groceries I'm getting unless you do. Let me know. But just I feel like definitely want to being able to have like this dialogue with you all is gonna be very important, at least for me. Cause I feel like this kind of be like a vlog / video diary type thing for me to kind of work through some stuff, but also so we can work through stuff together, and so we can feel the sense of community and really kind of have these conversations, a little sister circle, if you will, sisters, brothers, they, them, whoever is gravitating towards this content, But yeah, I was definitely very nervous, and I was really nervous like towards the beginning of the week, going to the gym. I'm like, dang, I'm gonna be that girl in there with a camera recording herself at the gym. And honestly, the first day that I did, I was like, I was like, okay, like it took me a while to really like work up the courage to do it. But like as the week has gone on, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with it, found like some pretty cool angles of kind of how to film and everything like that. So it's definitely something that I'm figuring out, and I look forward to, and I'm excited to continue to figure it out, to continue to figure out how to make my filming and my videos interesting and impactful for you all, and obviously I want to look good. So yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to share that with you all, and like I said, just stay tuned. It might not be great right now, but it will get better. It will. Good morning, you lovely people. I am running late on the way down to meet my parents to head to this family reunion. But honestly, wait, I need to turn those off. But I'm running late, headed to meet my family, to head to this family reunion. But it really worked out for me, because when I was getting ready to leave, I was calling to apologize for being late, and everybody was still in the bed. So I was like, okay, bet, I'll get there. Hopefully by the time, well, it don't really matter to me, but by the time I get there, I'm assuming that they may be close to ready, and then we'll be getting on the road. Most of my Friday was just spent traveling and spending time with my backseat bestie here. We were a little late getting on the road, which I'm sure surprises none of you that have made it this far in the video, but it wasn't me, I promise. It was about a 5 to 6 hour drive to Garland, which in my eyes isn't that bad. I know that may seem easy to say from the back seat, but even when I am driving, I tend to enjoy longer car rides because it gives you a chance to listen to your playlist all the way through, take in the scenery, and just be in the moment. By the time we made it to Garland, we slipped right into our family reunion t-shirts and headed off to the venue, which I did not film so that I could be present in that moment. We got back to the hotel around 11, but I still made sure to go check out the fitness center and get a quick workout in, mostly because I like to stay in my routine when I'm traveling if possible, but I also just really like to work out and don't really feel right if I don't on a day that I'm supposed to. This night, something about the pull-up bar, and I don't know, I guess the power of family made me feel like I could do my first unassisted pull-up, which I did. Spoiler alert, it was only one, but hey, small victories, as I always say, and we still gonna dance it out because there's one more than I could do yesterday. And yeah, that's it for my first vlog. It's been a long time coming, but I'm excited to be starting on this journey and hope you all will come along with me. It's not perfect, but it's me, and I'm excited to share my life with you all. If you like this video, please let me know, and if not, I love you anyway. I hope that you will still come back and see me on Mondays to make it enough and do what we can to make it through. Bye.